Hello, hello everybody. It is me. It is Nick the Booksmith. And as promised, I finally have the chance to list the journal I promised you last week. Yeah, last week. But yeah, finally got it finished and ready to list. So this one is a Booksmith tome. And on the cover, as you can see, is a raised relief of music, like sheet music. And so you can see, if the camera, I hope the camera's picking that up well. You can see the weathered raised relief of the music notes. And a curved spine with a little like plaque or emblem or something there. And then there's the back. The color of this book, I would say, it's gray, but it's a bluer gray and not a it's not a warm gray, it's a cool gray. It's definitely gray, but I think it's more of a blue gray than a green gray or a gold gray. It has tabs up on the top and all kinds of textiles peeking out the side, and a seam binding closure, all hand dyed. And here we go for the inside. Okay, so some beautiful Tim Holtz paper here. I cannot remember which paper pack this is from, but Tim Holtz. And there is going to be a lot of textiles sewn on, extra journaling pages. There are some photographs and some pins with some charms on them. Lots of sewing with little bits and vintage pieces all sewn on. A little bit of stamping. Here is a little metal clip with a vintage shipping tag and some different papers sewn on here. Is this even? Okay. Some ledger, a little journaling tag there, and there is also quotes from famous people about music. There's probably close to 10 quotes in here. Some journaling spots, little cards, and then some collages with some vintage dictionary paper and cheesecloth and all sewn together. The pocket here, some ephemera, some book pages. This is from Jibbit. Thank you, Jibbit. This is a piece from an old ledger, and it is it's real long, so I folded it over on the other side, but it's super cool. There's the other side. Here is another quote, Mozart. Isn't that pretty? It picks up the tea staining well. Another big pocket here. Here is another quote from Plato, and a little pin down here on this aged muslin ruffle. Some sheet music. This is from a very, very old book that taught violin. Another journal card here. I was able to score some vintage lace this past weekend, and so there's not a ton of it, but I'm using little bits and pieces along with the new stuff that has been dyed to look old. So this is actually old here, and this is actually old here. I'll try to point out what the old stuff. More book pages and another quote from Confucius. Some random sewing. Another journaling tag here. Here's a quote from Martin Luther and another card. Excuse me. Here is a old piece of newspaper and an old check and some buttons. Some sewing over here. And this beautiful page. Jibbit sent this to me as well, and She sent me a few pages from an old book in there. It's a large old book, but just the tones in it are just gorgeous. Here is another pocket right here, all sewn together with some little bits sewn on. The other side of that page. Did I pass it? Hold on. Yeah, so there, I can hear the bell. I just didn't know where it went. So there's a little pin here with a bell on it. Scraps of some vintage textile sewn on. Another pocket here with a couple of journaling tags. Another quote here, and that's from Arthur Conan Doyle. This is vintage lace here. There's some muslin and a vintage button sewn on. Some more sheet music. There is a quote from Shakespeare. I love that. Here's one of those little packets I made in that video. It had sheet music, so it went in here. Here is a quote from Jane Austen. And this is a page from the Edith Holden book. I thought was beautiful. And this is vintage lace here. Here is another collage made out of some vintage things, a dictionary and some fabric and a stamp. Getting to the end, guys, getting to the end. And there's the back. Another quote from Einstein and a book plate in the back. So I hope you like her. I think she's fabulous, especially if you're into music. Not that the whole theme is music, but just the overall tone is musical. So yeah. But everybody likes music in some form or another, right? It's just some of us really like music. Like, I cannot play a musical instrument to save my life. I think I failed. Remember the recorders that we played like in 3rd grade? I think I failed that too. I'm just not musically inclined whatsoever. Music and language. I can't speak it. I know a little bit of Spanish, but my brain just is not wired for music or language for some reason. It's frustrating. Okay, guys, I will let you go. I'm hoping to do another fun video soon. I've got a little bit of custom work this week. This is where I start to kind of taper off a little bit. Last week was crazy, and then this week it starts to taper off a little bit. So I will have time to start inserting more of my own pieces for the Etsy store. So that's exciting. At least it's exciting for me. So this book will be going up for sale today. I will put down in the description box when that will be. It'll be this evening sometime. I'm thinking about 7 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. So, yeah. If I change my mind, I will put that down in the description box. But I think I think 7 o'clock is a good time, 7 o'clock in the evening. And it is Monday. It is June 19th, if that helps anybody. 2017. So if you're coming along a year from now, it's going to be gone. It's going to be gone. You lost your chance. And yeah, so I guess that's it. I hope everybody is having a fantabulous day, and I will catch you guys very soon in the next video. Bye, bye, bye.